Hello everyone, my name's Larry, aka Simidad. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Derail Valley Part 5. I hope you're all well, I hope you've had a great week so far, whatever you've been up to. We are back in the valley. We are up in Iron Ore Mine East, where we finished the last episode, and we have today got some jobs to look at. Now, the jobs aren't amazing, to be honest. There's not a whole heap going out of here that we can or want to do. We've got a couple of logistical hauls, which obviously we picked the license up for that last time. We do have some freight hauls out of here as well, some heavier, some not as heavy. And we've got a couple of shunting jobs. Now, one thing I've been wanting to do is show you how you can maximize a shunting load by being able to do the loading and then do the delivery, then do the unloading. So we're looking at this job here. So it's a shunting to load and prepare a train with iron ore for departure down to steel mill. It's a 52-minute time limit. It's going to pay us about 10,000, well, just under 11,000 is the base pay. If we do it within the time limit, probably going to be looking at about 15,000. So I saw that one. Because what I'd sort of originally planned to do was, I think, was going to take this logistical haul to machine factory in town, and this one to food factory in town, double drop it, and then I saw this one, which is logistic haul down to steel mill. So. And that's paying us 15,000. So my plan here is we're going to take this job now, today's episode. We're going to load and prepare this. It's 258 tons, well within the limits of our loco setup, which at the moment is 3 DE2s. So we'll do this on today's episode. That will generate the job to take it, and then we'll take these two at the same time, and that will give us a nice bonus. And then when we get to steel mill, we will unload or sort of shunt this job, unload it, and put the carriages away. So we're looking at two pickups. One is in B1S, which I think there's three carriages we need to pick up. B1S this is C1S. So this has got one of ours, and then B1S is going to be in that yard over there. Now, what we need to work out is which one of ours is going. So I think this is this looks like it's going to be the one for us, which is on job IME SL52. That's the job for this one. So this is one of ours. And then if we go over to B1S, which I believe is this one, we've got these two carriages here, which I think are probably going to be for us. IME SL52, happy days. So what we're going to do is we are facing this way. So what I'm going to actually just do is I'm going to hand the job in. It's a quick job, so there's no need to really do a whole heap of prep work. We should be able to just back straight in there, hook up to that one, pull out, and then we'll reverse back up there, and then we'll have to get it loaded and put in the correct output yard. So it should be a relatively easy job. So let's get it validated and let's have a look. So that's the job that we just looked at. So step one, couple the following cars at station track B1S, and then couple that one. Now I don't think they're both step one, so it doesn't really make much of a difference in terms of what order we do things in, but we will, I think we'll put that away for now. We brake cut that in. That's all on. That's everything on. Let's just double check. That's brake cut out. The handbrake off. Make sure the brakes are off. Same with that one. No, that, right, I get confused with the handbrakes. I think that's handbrake on. That's handbrake on. And that's handbrake So yeah, we'll do this. We're using the back loco as the main loco because it makes sense to do that. So we'll keep our speed at sub. I said you want to. I've said this before. You want to be looking at really coupling at about 5 kilometers or less. Anything more than that, and you do risk a bit of damage. So that was okay. I think it was probably a little harder than I'd have liked, but it's all right. We'll hook that up. Hook up the brakes. Release the valves. Yeah. And we will probably need to take off the handbrake, which is on the back here. So if we just check, you can hear the lines releasing. So stick the reverser forward, take the brakes off. Throttle up. Can't hear any brake squeals, so we should be fine. I say we'll pull around and then we'll back up, connect up to the other bit to make the consist, and then we'll have some pull forward and reverse back to the loading bay to get loaded, and then we need to drop it to the yards C30, which is obviously output yard. It's we just want to be getting the back end through the switch here. We'll start braking now. Hopefully I've left that enough. Right, so I'll just knock that off a little minute. So we're going to be coming down here. We want to be going left and then left. It should be in order because I'm pretty sure we dropped these off in the last episode. So we are just cruising at the moment. Probably put a element of brakes on now just to bring the speed down. Hopefully we can just watch this back. My plan is within the next few episodes, hopefully to go to the station that's got the shop that has the it's got the remote control, because then we can stand here and watch it back. But this should be fine. Get this chain out. Grab that one, stick it on there. Let's release the brakes. And then we are handbrake on. Never remember. I think the handbrake is this one. Let's try that. Right, so we want to now go to, what was it, the loading yard. So A1L, I think, is down the center here. So what we'll do then is we'll pull up. Yeah, well, so we'll pull out of here. We'll go all the way back to this switch, and then we're going to go down here, back down there. Stick the reverser forward. Well, no squealing of any kind, so I think we're pretty okay. We can as part of the job on the game is just trying to remember everything, which is not easy because there's such a vast amount of stuff to learn. I've been watching Squirrel's series. He's been doing up the DE6 on his series, and that thing looks like a beast, so I look forward to getting there. We're not really ready for that yet, because so we should be good to start applying some brakes now. And then we should be able to change it there. Put that away, stick it in reverse, brakes off. We should now go, just roll straight through the center there. End up in that red building over there, which is the loading yard. Let's get a little bit more speed on. Perfect. So we'll just coast a little bit now. Let's have a look at the job again. So we've got to take it to C30, so we're going to take it around the other side. Which is quite likely that's where our next job is going to be as well, the job that we're going to want to take at the same time as this, so... Could just back all the way around there and we'll end up in the right spot. So let's see if that's in range. things here. Trainer's in range, so we want to load. It's loading us up now. Loading completed, so we're fully loaded. Right, so let's have a quick look on our station map. So we are currently, let's put the mouse on. We're currently down here, just loaded. What we can do is we could just back all the way around here, and then we'll end up down here. So if we go forward, going into seat, so we'll want to be coming from this direction. We'll want to go right there. And right there, I think. So we'll come in down there. No, that's wrong. Sorry, we want to go left there, because we want to go down there, and we want to go right into there. All right, let's give it a go. I'm not convinced that that's correct, but we'll give it a go. What we will actually do is we'll have a quick look at the output line. So there are carriages already in here. So yeah, we'll have to push them back a little bit. Just need to find the one that's got. But it's quite likely, so I think that's the. Let me just have a look at the jobs. That's FH94. That's LH03, so that's not the one. That's fine. So let me check these switches. So we're going to be coming around here. We'll be going that way. And then we want to be going that way down into there. Cool. We're still in reverse. Let's take the brakes off. This might take us a little longer to get going now, because you've got to remember that we are loaded with 252 tons plus the 3 carriages, so we may as well, I think we'll get that one started just to give us a little boost. Generally, you want to be moving around the yard, from what I understand, at about 30 kilometers an hour, no more than that. So we'll keep ready to the ground with that. We're cruising at about 17 at the moment. The plan is we're gonna we need to buy some tools and stuff first, but we're gonna get a little digital speedo as well, because that'll be a bit better. Just watch the back end of that train around. Probably take the speed off now, or the that should see us right up into where we need to go. We'll apply some brakes just to scrub a little bit of speed off. We should go down there now into the output yard. Should, yeah, It's going exactly where we need it to go. So we can start slowing down. It might not be too bad actually, as long as we can clear the last carriage by this board, then we should be okay. In which case we can probably put a brake back on this slot. I reckon that's probably going to be okay. Right, so we do need to put a handbrake on. We'll do it on this one here. Put that off. Let's cut the engine there. We'll handbrake this one. Now we're not going to... we're not going to disconnect because on the next episode we'll need to reconnect. So I think this is what we're going to be taking here as well. So that's fine. Cool, so let's just double check. So step one, we took the 2 from C1S, or the 1 from C1S, we took that one. Then we picked up the 2 from B1S, connected together to make the consist. Then we went to A1L, so A yard siding 1 for L for loading. And then we went to C3O, so that's C yard siding 3, O for output. And then now we need to validate the job. Should we chuck that in there? So completed, took us 18 minutes. So the shunting jobs really are good money, really, because you get such a long time on the time bonus. And we got a 5,500, so we got 16,500 for 18 minutes work, which, you know, I don't know anyone that would sniff at that really. And then more importantly, so we take that one, put that in our wallet, and we should see this one here. I was hoping, to be honest, there was going to be a little bit more money than 18,000, just under 19,000. But that is what we're going to take next. So we're going to take that one down to B3I. And then we're going to take this one down to B8S. Because this was 258 tons. That's 88 tons. Plus whatever our locos are, which we'll have a look at that now. Each loco is 37 tons. So call that 120 for the or just under 120 for the locos. What's that? 111 tons for the locos. 258 tons for that. So what's that? 369 tons plus another 88. So we're probably about 430 tons altogether heading down to the steel mill. We've got 3 locos on board. We're fully powered up for that. So we will take that one, and we will take this. We'll chuck that one in. Chuck that one in 7. Excuse me. We will move this up into our backpack. We didn't really use that as much as I'd hoped, but that's fine. We'll lock that one in place there. We can use that one up there. Let's put that over there. So we're now job in 6 and button job in 7. We have a look at the job in 7. So it is taking. Of course you would do that, you son of a gun. So what it's done here is this the one that we were looking at? No, that's 57. Where's the brake? There's the brake. Yeah, so we've probably done ourselves no favors here actually, because we could have ideally come in from the other side, because it's these front lot that we need. But that's fine. So what we're gonna do is, because it's a reasonably short episode, we're gonna hop in the lead loco. Let's pop that in 7. Let's get it started up. That's the wrong button. We'll get the second loco started as well. We just need to brake cut that one. That one's got the handbrake on as well. And we need to brake cut that one. We want to go that way. Take the brakes off. The brakes a second too, and we want to, of course, we want to take that off. And then what we want to do is we want to head out of here. We're going to go round, we're going to pull up, back in. We'll hook up, we'll validate the jobs, and then next time out it's just going to be straight jobbing down to steel mill. Or probably, as long as we do it in time, but look at the time we've got, it's 117 minutes, so we'll probably get 20, say about 27 for that one, and about 21 for that one, so about 50 grand all in. So not bad at all. And if we look at the map, the route down to it is not bad. So we'll come out of here, we'll head down here, we'll have to do a big loop here, come down this way, round and down there. I think this is a climb. So we will have to watch out for that. Probably need to kick our locos in. What I wish it had on the map, really, is like some kind of incline direction before you, when you're looking on the map here. It'd be handy if it just had like an average incline here, so you can get a, you know, a pre-idea, if you like, of what you're dealing with. But that'll come, like, if you watch Squirrel play, I think he's played a heck of a lot of this game. Like, he knows, like, off the top of his head, without even having to think about it, what's an incline, what's a pretty harsh incline. So let's just power up through here. In terms of locos, I think the next step is we're going to want to probably try and get a DH4. That'll give us a little bit more of a boost. We'll need to get the license for that, but that's the next job, I think, is to get the DH4 license. There is a I can't remember, I think a D3 or DH3 license, and we probably will get that at some stage throughout the playthrough. That's a manual train, so it's got a manual gearbox. Now it's interesting because it's quite similar to a truck in that it's got one shifter that it's essentially like a range splitter, so you've got 2 gear shifters, but like a 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 2-1, 2, you know, and so on like that. Very much similar to you have in American trucks. So we will get that, but that does take a bit more of an effort to drive and think about. So we're just going to pull up there, we'll back down, hook up, validate the jobs, and then we'll get going on the next episode. Then we're sitting pretty on 86,000. So money wise we're doing pretty good. Right, we'll cut the speed now. Same again, we just need the back of the train to be past that switch. That should do us. So let me just whack there. We are rolling back a little bit because we are on a thingy bob. So we're on the outline, so we're coming in backwards, so we want to be going right down there. Right down there, and then left into there, I think. So we're just cruising along now. Yeah, we're going to be going... Oh, no. Actually want to be going right down here to the service yard. So we are... Oh, that was my fault. I'll tell you what happened there. I forgot that the reverser was still facing forward, so we just tripped the traction motor there. We're firing up. Yeah, basically I hadn't checked the reverser. Reverser's still facing forward. We're rolling backwards. And obviously the traction motor can't change direction like that without blowing. So that's what's happened there. So that'll cost us a bit. Interestingly, it's tripped all the traction motors. Yeah, like I said, in the next few episodes I want to get the remote control, because we can stand here and watch it back with the remote control. Stopped a little bit shy. We need to be. So let's put the brakes on. Alrighty, so you can hear that's pressurizing the consist. So that is our consist loaded. Got another long one, but we will validate the job now. So we're gonna it doesn't really matter because they're both going to the same place. There's both the same amount of time. And one thing I did want to do is, if I can remember what button I put it on. I don't remember how to use this. This used to be a... So that is 60, it's 50 minutes, 117. I think we may have wasted our money on that clock. It used to be that I'm pretty sure that you could use that as like a stopwatch. What we'll do is I think we'll just store this in our shed for now. Just put it up there. But anyway, that's going to do us for this one, guys. We are ready, ready to roll. We've got a consist here of a mix of... I can't remember what it was, to be honest. Iron ore to the steel mill for 258 tons. And then we've got some empty cars down to the steel mill also. So we're going to leave it there for now. And then on the next episode, we're going to pick up and we're going to get going on this consist. Let me just cut the engines out. We'll probably run 2 locos down most of the way, and then we'll kick the third one in for any incline work. because we are probably over 400 tons fairly easily. So, right, that's going to do us for this one, guys. If you've enjoyed the episode, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already. Leave me any thoughts, feedback, comments, tips, tricks, whatever you like down below. We'll catch you in the next episode of Derail Valley, where we'll take this beastly consist down to the steel mill. Take care.